Hi everyone. Good afternoon, guys. Good afternoon, everyone. Right, good evening. Hope you're all doing well. Right, so we'll be continuing our discussion on this Theodolite, all state PSC PYQs of this Theodolite. So, two classes we have done already now. This is the third class we are doing it, and we'll be continuing with the next topics also after that. Right. So, all of you, welcome to Unacademy. Let's crack it, right? Everyone is ready to crack, all of you. Everyone is ready to crack. Everyone get ready to crack, all of you. So what is a referral code you have to use whenever you are subscribing to the Plus and Iconic courses? Use my referral code RPCVLive, right? So just below this video, that is pinned na. So my profile you can find in the description, or this is my profile, you can say https unacademy.com/@rpcivil. So you can find my profile and you start following my community. All the details you will be getting in my community, right? What are all the things you will be getting in my community? All the details related to which one? Classes, everything you will be getting in my community, you can say. Okay, so don't miss this, all of you. Right? Yes, good evening. Anji, good evening. Right, you only joined. So now today will be the last date, right? Yes, so today will be the last date for which one? For availing this offer, right? What is that offer? This wonderful offer. When you are taking this, how much you can say? When you are taking this 3 months, 9 months subscription, sorry, when you are taking this 6 months subscription, you will be getting this 3 months extra. 12 months, 18 months, and 24 months. If you are taking, you will be getting which one? This is 6 months extra. Vishal, good evening. Right, so don't miss this opportunity, all of you. So inform to all your friends, juniors, everybody, those who are willing to subscribe to the Plus courses. So today will be the last date for the subscription. Ask them to use the referral code RPCVLive. Okay, RPCVLive is a code. Ask them to use. Okay, all of you, is it clear? Right, so if you are unable to pay the entire fee at a time, you can go in EMIs also, all of you. Okay, you can go in which one? These EMIs also, you can say. Right, so this is which one? This you are having this 1:1 live interaction session, right? What is it? 1:1 live interaction session you are having. If you just observe, whenever you are going for this 1:1 live interaction iconic subscription, if you are taking na monthly 2 interaction sessions, you will be having. These are all the advantages of this interaction session you will be having. Okay, these are the special features of the special classes. So these are the daily scholarship tests you are having. So don't miss this daily scholarship test, all of you. You can practice this PYQs of this GATE and ESE with Unacademy PYQs, right? So you can follow this community. Don't miss this, all of you, for regular updates. So these are the new iconic batches started. Use the referral code. Which one? RPCVLive is a referral code you have to use now. RPCVLive is a referral code you have to use always, right? Don't miss this, all of you. Right, these are which one? This GATE 2022 toppers. These are all ESE 2021 toppers, civil engineering, and these are the differences and similarities between Plus and Iconic, right? Depending upon your requirement, you choose, right? So RPCVLive is a code you have to use, right? Manideep, Mani, good evening. Yes, you can use you can use this code, obviously, right? For this code only, if you are new, so if you are subscribing, you can use this code, no problem. Okay, no need to worry. Yeah, when you are new, you can use this code, right? If you are already old, you cannot use this code, right? For renewal, you can use this code, right? For renewal of the subscription, you can use my code, no problem. Okay, and tell me and send your email ID, okay, after subscribing. Right, so here this is 444 questions we have done now, and now we'll be continuing our discussion, right? What is it? You can say the surveying part 53, all state PSC PYQs, right? 444 questions are done. So this is Theodolite only. Now this is your 445 questions. 445th question, right? Select the answer of you, everyone. Check it, everyone. Vishal Reddy. Yeah, thank you, Mani. क्यों नहीं आया? भूल गए फार्मूला? क्या करना है उधर? So what is it given? If the focal length of this objective glass is 25 centimeter, right? What is the focal length F is given? 25 centimeters. And the stadia interval is 1.25 millimeter, right? What is the standard? Nahi pada? Okay. Stadia interval I is equal to that 1.25 millimeter. And the distance from the objective glass to the Trunnion axis is 15 centimeter, right? Objective glass to the Trunnion axis is what? What is the D? It is your 15 centimeter, right? Then the additive constant is, right? What is the additive constant? C. C is equal to that F plus D is the additive constant, na? C is the additive constant and K is the multiplying constant, right? What is the C? F plus D means what? 25 plus how much? 25 plus this 15 is equal to how much? You can say that is your 40 centimeters now. So 40 centimeters is equal to that 0.4 meters, right? Is now right, 0.4 meters, right? Which option is correct? Option B is the correct, option D is the correct one, huh? Yes, option D will be the correct one, you can say, is not right. Now select the answer for this 446 question, everyone. Additive constant, right? In case of this additive constant, why we have to use I? Anjanelu, in case of this multiplying constant K, we have to use this I, na? So because that K is equal to which one? This is a F by I, and this additive constant C is equal to that F plus D, right? Where is that I here? There is no use of this I, na? Yes or no? There is no use of this I, right? Only C value you are asked to identify, na? You have to be careful. Select the answer of you. Write your option. 446 question. Vishal said C. Any other answer by others? Ramanjali said C and Vishal said C. To locate contours in rough and difficult country where ordinary leveling is tedious and chaining is slow and inaccurate, the method is adapted, is right. Which one you can go for? Differential leveling, plane table and spirit leveling, tachyometry, right? We have to go for this tachyometry. We have to go for na. So now we have to go for this tachyometry only, right? We have to go for which one? This tachyometry only. So tachyometry, what will happen? Whenever that chaining is slow and inaccurate, we can get the distances correctly na using the tachyometer. Yes, right? Yeah. So here if you just observe in this tachyometer, right? Suppose if you are having this, let us say this is your place you are having, right? Here you are just keeping which one? Staff only. And what is that you are having? You are having this one now. And if you are just taking this staff reading, right? If you are just taking this staff reading, you can get this distance D, right? So what is the D? How can you get this D? KS plus C na? And here even without, right? Yeah, even without placing the chain also we are measuring the distances. We are not measuring, actually we are calculating the distances, right? Because the chaining is very difficult, but you have to get the distances, right? How can you get the distance? By means of this tachyometry, na? Yes or no? That isn't it? D equal to that KS plus C we are using, right? That is why Anjanelu. Now select this answer. 447th question. 447 question. Select the answer of you. Vishal said B. Any other answer by others? Anjanelu also said D. Anjanelu said D. Any other answer by others? Nahi pata? Okay. Right, here what is that? Spire test is used for adjustment of, right? Generally, when we have to go for this spire test, all of you, this is a horizontal axis, right? Yes, Pranay also said it. This is your horizontal axis. Now, this is your horizontal axis and this is your vertical axis, right? That is your horizontal axis and this is your vertical axis, right? So, they must be maintaining this 90 degree now, definitely. Suppose if these two are not maintaining 90 degree, what we need to do? We need to conduct this spire test, right? What is the name of this test? That is spire test we have to conduct and we have to adjust this horizontal axis, right? Mainly for which purpose? Adjustment of this horizontal axis to make it perpendicular to which one? For which purpose? To make it perpendicular to what? To make it perpendicular to this vertical axis, right? Like that. Okay. Which option is clear? Clear? Which option is that? Horizontal axis is the one you can say, right? Like that. Is that clear? Now select the answer for this 448 question. To convert this horizontal axis perpendicular to the vertical axis, we are doing that spire test. Yes, na? Yeah, mainly that is related to this horizontal axis. 448, select the answer, everyone. Mani said B. Vishal said B. Any other answer by others? Size of this is Theodolite, right? Delhi Metro, Vizag Steel, Rajasthan JE, TRB. See how many questions it is given. No. Anjanelu, we are not adjusting the vertical axis. We are adjusting only the horizontal axis, right? Actually, nahi kiya, pata. Very good, Mani. So, Anjanelu, generally what we are doing, we are adjusting the horizontal axis only, right? So, we are not adjusting the vertical axis, okay? Vertical axis means it is the one which we will be getting after adjusting the horizontal axis. Determination of this size of this theodolite is specified by which one? Diameter of this lower plate. Yes, 8 to 12 centimeters, right? No. Here Anjanelu, adjustment of, right? We will be adjusting only the horizontal axis, right? We are not adjusting the vertical axis, right? We are not adjusting the vertical axis. We are only adjusting the horizontal axis to make it perpendicular to the vertical axis, okay? You have to be careful. Both must be perpendicular to each other and adjustment will be done only in this horizontal axis, not in the vertical axis. You have to be careful, okay? Naveen, good evening. Right, so the diameter of this lower plate is generally used for representing the size of this theodolite, right? 449. Select the answer of you. Length of this telescope, there is no such kind length of this telescope, we will not be adjusting anything, okay? Length of this telescope will not be adjusting anything, okay? Yes, Mani, correct. See, both everything is having, which right, everything is having advantages and disadvantages, right? If you wanted to use phone for destroying yourself, you can use, right? If you are willing to use phone for getting good knowledge, you can use it, right? 447, adjustment of this altitude bubble, right? What is that altitude bubble? Adjustment of this altitude bubble, right? What is that altitude bubble? Anjanelu, you can say. 447D, that altitude bubble, right? What is that altitude bubble? Generally we are doing, we are keeping it this vertical circle nearby this vertical circle to maintain the horizontality. We are using that, right? To maintain the horizontality, we are using that, right? Horizontality with respect to which one? To maintain the horizontality of this vertical circle, right? Vertical circle 0, it is showing na that you are having this, you are measuring this vertical angle of elevation, angle of depression. So some angle 0 vertical angle, if it is not horizontal, then you have to go for the adjustment of this altitude bubble, right? For adjustment of this vertical circle, we have to go for this, okay? To eliminate the error in the vertical circle measurement, you can say, okay? Right. So now, so Mani said B and Vishal said A and C. So here reiteration method is also called as, right? What is that? Reiteration method is also called as, everyone? Reiteration method is also called as method of series reiteration, right? What is the meaning of the name itself is telling that iteration means you are doing again doing again doing again doing, right? Yes, na, that is only your reiteration method na. So method of series, right? And it is repetition. Repetition is different then, right? Repetition is different then, right? And the direction method, right? Yes, it is absolutely right. Both which one are correct? A and C are correct now. Yes, A and C will be the correct one, you can say, right? Isn't it? Yes, clip screw is used for alternative bubble, obviously. Right. 450th question, select the answer for this. Vishal said A. Naveen said A. Another answer by others? If a tachyometer is fitted with this analytic lens, then what is it you can say with analytic lens? What is it you are having, that K will become this 100 and this C will be equal to 0. Yes, always K will be equal to 100 and C will be equal to 0 if it is fitted with analytic lens, Anjanelu. Okay. If nothing is mentioned, you take by default K equal to 100 and C equal to 0. If nothing is mentioned about those constants, right? Which one? Multiplying constant is 100 and add to constant is 0, right? Which option is correct? Option B is corrected. Option B is corrected. With analytical lens only that is possible, Anjanelu. Whenever that analytical lens is present, that is convex type of lens we are providing in that, so that what will happen, these errors will not come, right? So whenever one rays are projecting to the diaphragm, these errors will not come, right? Whenever these errors are not coming, automatically what will happen, this additive constant C will become 0, multiplying constant K will become 100. Okay, so select the answer for this 451 question. 451 question, select the answer of you. It is mentioned in the question, na? If tachyometer is fitted with analytic lens, right? If tachyometer is, it is mentioned in the question, na? It is mentioned in the question, Anjanelu. It is mentioned already in the question. You just check it. It is already mentioned in the question, right? If tachyometer is fitted with analytical lens, then okay, you have to get this, right? K equal to 100, C equal to 0. If the tachyometer is having this analytic lens, okay? Without analytical lens, it will be different. Okay, we don't know exactly how much values you will be getting. Okay, without analytical lens, we don't know how much you will be getting, the K value and the C value. Okay, you have to calculate, you have to conduct the test, and you have to get them. It will be changing. There is no constant values, right? There are no constant values of this K and C for which one? For this theodolite without analytical lens, Anjanelu, right? How many values you remember, right? You don't know which values you are getting. We don't know which values you are getting, right? Then how do you remember the values which you do not know? They will be changing from instrument to instrument, right, Anjanelu? Without analytical lens, those K and C values are changing from instrument to instrument, right? Which we do not know and which are changing. 100 infinite values are there. Can you remember infinite values? No, no. You cannot remember infinite values, right? So no need to worry about these values, right? Infinite number of instruments, infinite values it will give, right? So no need to worry about that, okay? Only remember 100 and 0. Keeping the instrument height as this 1.5 meter, right? Height of this staff as 4 meters, the slope of this ground is 1 in 10, then the side distance on the down slope must be lesser than, right? What is the side distance on the down slope must be lesser than, if you just observe, you can say. So if you just consider this, right, this is your ground you are having now. Let us say this is your instrument, and for this instrument, right, what is it you can say, instrument height as 1.5 meter, right? We are just keeping the instrument height as which one? This is 1.5 meters. Okay, right, so 1.5 meters, and this is your staff you are having, right? What is the staff you can say? The staff height, right? Height of this staff is at which one? That ESC is equal to which one? This 4 meters you are having, na? Yeah. So and that value is different. Yes, that value is different. Yes, Vishal, right? Shiva Gana Gare class 9. Okay. S equal to 4 meters, right? Then the side distance on the down, right? The slope of this ground is 1 in 10. So what is the slope of this ground? It is 1:10, na? Sight distance on the down slope must be lesser than, right? What is the sight distance? You can see if you just observe. What is that remaining height? You can see if you just observe. What is that remaining height? You can say. This is your 1.5 already, na? This is your 1.5 already. So this is your 1.5. And what is this one? You can say this remaining will be 2.5, na? That total is 4 and this is 1.5 means this is 2.5, na? So now tell me what is that distance down the slope if you just observe. What is that distance down the slope? That distance down the slope is nothing but your 10 into, right? That 10 into that 2.5, right? 10 into 2.5 is equal to how much? Because this is slope, it is like this, na? So this distance you are asked to identify, right? This distance you are asked to identify, right? What is the distance? This is your 1:10 you are having, na? And in place of this 1, what is that you are having? 2.5. If you are having 2.5 vertical, it will be 25 horizontal. Yes, na? Obviously. So 25 meter horizontal distance, right? Like that, isn't it? That side distance or visible distance from this ground point to this ground point only. Okay, is that clear? Right. Next question, 452. Okay, slope generally slope downward, na? No, because height of this instrument is 1.5 and staff height is 4 meter means obviously sloping down only, na? Yes, it is sloping down only. Yes, na, Vishal? Suppose if it is lesser than 1.5, then you may be having sloping up, but it is greater than 1.5, na, staff reading, so sloping down obviously. Okay, select the answer for this 452 question, everyone. One, two, three, four directly. See, Vishal said see. Any other answer by others, all of you? Bhavana said C. Pranay said A. Anjanelu said A. Descending order of priority, descending order of precision among the following types of survey, right? Descending, right? Descending order, right? You have to be careful, right? We have to be careful, right? Descending order of this precision, right? So precision, which one? Okay, precision, which one? Precision decreasing order, na? Precision decreasing order or precision increasing order? Precision decreasing order, na? Obviously, right? Precision decreasing order. If you just have that, precision decreasing order means highest precision, right? So what is that? You can say that highest precision is there for which one among them? So chain survey, compass survey, theodolite survey, micro-optic theodolite, right? In this micro-optic theodolite, Anjanelu, what you are doing is that A scale and this B scale are there, na? So this is your A scale and other side you are having that B scale, na? So we'll be having which one? Some microscope you are having, right? Yeah, some microscope you are having, so that what will happen, you can read the details, you can get the readings very accurately, right? Even lesser than 20 seconds accuracy also you can get it, right? Least count is very lesser, right? Lesser than 20 seconds also you can read, because that microscope you are keeping now. So that is micro-optic theodolite is, right? Highest precision is what? Micro-optic theodolite. So that you can measure very small angles also, right? It's not so more which one? Accurate, right? And higher precision, then after that which one is having this higher precision? What is that higher precision? You can say that higher precision will be which one? This is your theodolite. You can see if you just observe. Theodolite you can say, right? So because theodolite normally 20 seconds, right? After that compass. So after that what is that you are having? So lesser and lowest among the given values, right? What is it? You can say next one is your compass survey. Next one is your which one? This is a chain, you can say, right? 4 1 2 3, right? What is it? You can say that 4 4 3 2 1, right? 4 3 2 1 is option, right? Which option is correct? Option C will be the correct answer, na? Yes, option C will be the correct answer, right? Like that, isn't it? Yes, na? Yes, absolutely. Yes, with the decrease in the temperature, sensitivity of the bubble tube increase or decreases, right? Okay, sensitivity of this bubble tube, right? Liquid is expanding, right? So liquid is expanding means generally that, yes, correct. Vishal has answered your question already. Vishal has answered your question already. Okay, whenever liquid is expanding means it will be moving very fastly, na? Parth, liquid is expanding means it will be moving very fastly, right? Whenever it is moving very fastly, what will happen? So you cannot call it as a sensitive, na? You cannot call it as sensitive, na? Yes, no. When it is moving very slowly, then you can call it as sensitive. Yes, na? When it is moving very slowly, then it is sensitive. Yes, na? You have to be careful. Option A cannot be correct, right? Option A will be what? Option A will be which one? Right? Option A will be which one? If there is a rise in temperature, that will happen, right? If there is a rise in temperature, that will happen. Okay, right? Option A is what, Anjanelu? Chain, that is the increasing order of precision, right? That is the increasing order of precision is option A. But in the question, decreasing order of this precision given, na? Decreasing order of the precision is given in the question. You have to be careful. Okay, you have to be careful, right? Isn't it? You have to be careful, right? So now next one. Select the answer for this 453. Right? Mani D, Lina D, Parth D, Vishal B. So that is clear, na? Whenever liquid becomes loose, when liquid becomes loose, it will move very fastly. Sensitivity decreases automatically. So temperature increases, sensitivity decreases. Temperature decreases, sensitivity increases. Right? Inversely related to each other. Parth, is na? Right? You have to be careful. In the theodolite traversing, right? In the theodolite traversing, that elimination of this parallax for accurate work is done by, right? How can you eliminate this parallax error? You can say, yeah, both A and B, right? Focusing the eyepiece. Whenever you are focusing this eyepiece, right? Whenever you are focusing this eyepiece, what is happening, all of you? Focusing this eyepiece means, right? Focusing this eyepiece means you can go for what? You can adjust which one this. You can make the crosshairs visible to you, na? You can make the crosshairs visible to you. When you are focusing the objective glass, what is happening? So if you are focusing the eyepiece, na? Eyepiece means nearby your eye, whatever it is there. If you are just focusing this eyepiece, that crosshairs will be visible. You can make a crosshairs visible. And if you are focusing the objective glass, that rotating this screws, na? Then you can make that object will be clearly visible. That ranging rod will be clearly visible without any blur. Okay. So these two we have to do for elimination of this parallax, or only one we have to do? These two we have to do definitely, na? These two we have to do, right? These two we have to do, right? Yes, na? These two we have to do definitely, right? So what is that? Both A and B are correct, na? Option D is the correct one, you can say, right? 453. And this is your which one? This 454. Select the answer of you. Select the answer here, all of you. 454 question. Select the answer of you. I think 455. One more last question we'll solve and we'll stop because the time is already over now. Two. Okay. So how can you identify money? You cannot identify those who did not like. See, you can share the, you can share which one? Don't share this single link. You can share the playlist, right? In the description of this video, if you observe now, that playlist is there. So there you can get all state, all lessons of this all state PSC PYQs, okay? So all lessons in that single playlist is given, that you can share if you are sharing, okay? So it will be useful for others, those who are preparing for state PSC examinations. Yeah, Vishal said C, 1, 4, 2, 3. Okay, we'll see 1, 4, 2 and 3. Option A. 1, 4, 2 and 3 means option C. Yeah, Parth also C, Pranay C, Naveen C, and Mani nahi pata. Okay, which answer is correct now? Google Meet से सबको check. Okay, right. Whenever I say Google, it is saying listening. That's my phone. The Theodolite traversing for the calculation of this independent rectangle, consider the coordinates in the form of field following the observations, preliminary steps. What is the correct sequence of these above steps computations, right? What is the first step? Right, what is the first step? You can say, if you just observe, the first step will be what? What is the first step, everyone? So here, computation of this reduced bearing of this each traverse leg. So these are the traverse, each traverse leg means each line, you can say, right? The meaning of this each traverse leg is nothing but your each line, if you just observe, right? So we have to get the bearing of this each leg first, or identifying the closing error. That closing error will come in the starting, or closing error will come in the next? Yeah, from July onwards, I'll be doing another subject, okay? Vishal, don't worry. If students like you will attend continuously, I'll do one more subject also in the next, from July onwards. Because from up to June, this will be over now. Surveying will get over. Balancing the consecutive coordinates. Calculation of this consecutive coordinates. Right? First, which one will come? That reduced bearings will come now. First, bearings we have to calculate for each and everything, right? First, we have to calculate bearings for each and everything, right? After getting these bearings, what we need to do? After getting these bearings, what we need to do, everyone? Calculation of these coordinates. Na? What is the meaning of these coordinates? Latitude and departure. Na? So without identifying this latitude and departure, without identifying this, right? Without identifying this latitude and departure, what other subjects, right? I will be starting other subjects one after the other. I will be doing, okay? All subjects I will not be doing at a time. I will be doing one after the other, okay? Right, one subject after the next subject. From, I told you now already, now onwards only PYQs, 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 GATE PYQs, ESE PYQs, state PSC PYQs, SSC PYQs, right? Only PYQs will be discussing mostly, okay? Right. So here, we just observe, right? What is that? First we need to get the reduced bearings, right? Bearing. After getting the bearing, what we need to do? After getting the bearing, we have to go for this latitude and departure calculation. After calculating this latitude and departure, then we have to identify the how much amount of closing error is there. Yes, now second one. After identifying the error only, we have to balance that, right? Before identifying the error, can we go for balance? No, no, we cannot go for balance, na? Yes or no? So 1, 4, 2, 3 is the correct sequence, right? Which option is correct? Option C will be the correct answer, na? Yes, option C will be the correct answer, right? Like that. Is that clear, everyone? So we'll be moving into the last question, right? 455 question. We'll stop here. We'll stop with this question. That analytical lens is provided in tachometry is of which shape, all of you? No. After after getting the amount of error, we have to eliminate that error. That elimination of error is called as balancing. Okay. Last step is balancing the error. Okay. Anjanelu. First we need to identify bearing of each and every. Bearing of which one? This bearing of which one? This each and every, right? Bearing of each and every one, right? Bearing of this each and every one we have to go for, right? Bearing of each and every one we have to get it first. After that, latitude departure, that is nothing but your coordinates, right? From the latitude and departure only, sum of the latitude is equal to 0 means no error. Sum of the departures is equal to 0 means no error. So no, we will identify whether sum of the latitudes and sum of the departures is 0 or not, right? After that, what we need to do? We have to balance that error or remove that error, you can say. Yes, na? So now what is that? Analytical lens in the tachyometer provided is, right? What is that the shape of this analytical lens if you just observe? First of all, what is that concave lens? What is that concave lens if you just observe? What is that concave lens if you just observe? What is that? Analytical lens, right? Analytical lens is which one? Analytical lens, right? Suppose if you just observe it, what is that concave? Whenever it is a concave means it will be like this if you just observe. Convex means it will be like this if you just observe it, both sides, right? Plane lens means it will be like this, you can say it like normal one, right? Plano convex means what is that you can say? It will be in this manner, right? It will be in this manner, right? Now, Anjanelu, the different shapes are clear or not? The different shapes are clear or not, Anjanelu? The different shapes are clear? Yes, na? Yes, right. So there are the different shapes we are having, right? Concave shape is this one, and convex shape is this one, and plane lens is this one, and plano convex is this one, right? But this analytical lens provided is which one? This is convex always, right? It is always which one? It is always a convex shape only, right? It is always that convex shape only, you can say, right? It's not convex shape is only correct answer. Okay, it is not concave, right? Okay. So I'll be closing the session, all of you. Thank you. Have a good day, right?